I heard I ain't singing the blues on this one. What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed. I have another message for you. For someone, keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh. You hear a lot of that when kids try to be parents to the baby. You gotta leave them alone. Rockstar. Okay? I'm a million different things at a million different times. I am me with no apologies. I ain't singing the blues on this one. Somebody's going stallion. Stallion like. What's up? What does that mean? You got, ooh, music. You got Josephine Baker, muse of dance. You're going to express yourself. Okay? And you're going to reflect. It's a reflection. You're not defined by, you might have like a job that consists of a lot of conservative manner etiquettes. Like you're required to be conservative at the particular type of work that you do. So something in the public's eye, or something where you show up for other people where your reputation can't be tainted. Renaissance could be the person you're dating is stopping you from, you feel muted being next to this person. Why? As a divine messenger? Well, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. All right, what do you feel is repressed to the point where you're the muse of dance? You're an you practice the art of seduction. That's right. And you got to be in a room full of conservative people. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Love revolution. So shame, guilt, and victimhood create powerlessness. But when we're in a dark place, courting anything else feels like a denial of our pain. It's true that we need to feel our despair in order to heal from it. But embracing wonder and joy is not a denial. It's our way through it. So this is a Indian woman dating a European man. Boom. And her way through dealing with the stress and the ridicule and the public scrutiny and all the negative connotations because he didn't pick, pardon me for saying this, another European woman, because that's bad for the American image, the status in society. Well, he's a person who's well off. He can make his own decisions. And he chose to date this person publicly, but this person is somebody on her own merit. And she sings a different song than what he does as a living. How he's notorious, how he speaks to the people and how she speaks to the people. Reflection is the thing here. They both sing the same message. They both have the same soul. They're the same soul, but they slay in their own lanes. Like they speak to people. They both have a strong influence on how they interact with people. So the action is, love is strength. Love is resilience. Love doesn't shout, it whispers. And yet it's a force so powerful that only it can wake you from a life that feels like a bad dream. Integrate your anger, accept your hurt, but don't identify with it. For only love can set us free. If you can counter the fearful thoughts you notice having with a ridiculously loving thought, if you can counteract it. Okay, so this is how she's dealing with the ridicule. Love revolution. This is the current thing. So what's the blockage? Hungry like a wolf. This is like the Wolf of Wall Street energy. This person could work for Wall Street, work on Wall Street. And inside you is a yearning, ravenous beast. This gives me Kylie energy from my yogic deck. She's fierce. She is herself with no apologies. Hence the Rockstar card. It's filled with insatiable lust, greedy, and grasping for carnal embrace. We can often be afraid of this creature and its cravings. Religion or religions have been built on less, but our hunger remains. It lies in wait until we're brave enough to unlock its door, but unlock it we must. So you're called to give yourself permission to what you want in ways that harms no one. And it's the difference between a hungry wolf and a caged and angry vengeful monster. So befriending your beast in your own way, understanding its predilections and its needs is how a natural, well-adjusted, wanton pension is acknowledged. So understood, understood, I like to say, and expressed. That's when the fun begins. That's what you're reflecting on. So what's the future outcome? Ooh, time to ripen. In the answer to most of life's questions, give it time. Time makes everything better. If you observe its passing, experience makes one wiser. If you reflect on its lessons, and aging cultivates a greater capacity for pleasure. If you simply allow it to, like a flower blooming or a peach ripening in the sun, there is so much beauty in how the unfolding of time marks you. So you're being called to savor it to the experience, savor it to experience the fullness of life. Cursing aging and you denying yourself the pleasure of being completely present in your own life. Getting older is a gift. Not all of us have that luxury of receiving. Cherish it daily. So you're not a conformant. You're not conforming to what you need to be doing by a certain age. I don't want to get married by a certain age. I don't want to have children by a certain age. I don't want to have certain things played out. That was in the 1950s where you had to have it figured out at 19. No disrespect. You have female empowerment. You're not afraid to embrace it. Hence, Josephine Baker. Okay, the muse of dance. You dance this thing called life. Let's be blunt. Okay, you're a rock star. You don't conform to anybody's rules. And because you're dating someone who appears to be different, but he's the cat's meow too. You know, he's very charming. He walks to the beat of his own drum. Look, he's seen public with this woman. Okay, this woman. Just remember, he's seen public with this woman. They're twin souls. Okay. But they best friends. It doesn't matter. Okay. That's who's permanently in his life with no apologies. Why? Because they offer sexual healing. They're empathic and compassionate people. They're healers by nature. Okay. And they offer that to each other. To be embodied is to be pure animal. Animals don't know sin. They are all sensation and presence. You truly can only be distilled from your performativity when you can get out of your own head. That looks like sensual self-inquiry for no other reason than to understand and please oneself. So you're called to take action about trauma living in your body, but so too enlist wells of strength, joy, and deep satisfaction. Do a body scan and you'll see where is the wisdom in your body, in your pleasure, body, mind, and soul. There lies the potential for deep healing. This healing is your birthright. Neither one of them could climax properly until they met each other. Bottom line. Rockstar. The kindred seeker is under that, right? So, you know, to take the path of this, the sensual seeker is to commit yourself to forever explore your emotional, physical, and mental terrains in the name of love. You know, you'll meet others on your passage, but not all are seekers like you. Plenty of no interest in self-acceptance, let alone self-love. Isn't that something? Most of the people we meet are like that. And those who cannot love themselves cannot love you. So you're called to take action. Make a list of 30 essential qualities you desire in a kindred seeker. Find people who aim for knowledge in all things. Find those who pursue pleasure wholeheartedly because they know the more we each feel whole, alive, and powerful, the better off this beautiful blue boat we call Earth will be. You know, we're all voyaging together after all, safe journeying. Have a safe journey. Because I don't have to answer the phone when you call. I don't have to answer your texts. I don't have to speak to you. I don't have to respond to you. And who benefits from that? Right? Who benefits from your shame? Think about it. What forces of oppression want to see you small, shamed, and unworthy? And why? This is your invitation, a deeper understanding of the social structures of shame. The more you know where it comes from, the more you realize this shame is not your own and it's not permanent. So your action, you're called to shift it by showering yourself with unconditional love and rich adoration. Worthiness is a muscle that must be exercised to become stronger. Actively disengage with ideas, people, and imaginary that would have you doubt your worth. Your sensuality is part of that worth. It's time you claim it. It's funny how your own people from each group made you feel unworthy. Lastly, liberate your joy. Loosen up, kiddo. Life's not that serious. And even when it is, levity. I wanted to say leviticity. Levity is the quickest path to resilience and dignity. Pure, unadulterated joy is what distinguishes merely surviving from truly thriving. And in intimacy, a sense of fun is the glue of any relationship. Without, you may as well be in corporate finance meetings all day. They sitting there with egg on their face now when he showed up with that. Action. Allow yourself to play. Exalt the sweetness of shared laughter, of a look, of spontaneity and awkwardness, of make-believe and suspended reality. Choose being comfortable enough to drop any mask. Drop all of them. I'm saying that. Adore genuine connection for its own sake. Even and especially with yourself, choose joy. And you know what? It don't pay whenever society treats you funny like that. Like you're not supposed to be with a certain group of people or a certain class. We're all Adam and Eve's children, and they don't have no favorites. Every last one of us, them and them. Okay? So it's like you sitting over here in this farce marriage, you know, in deep reflection, trying to resonate, when this is you at the soul, but this is you at the ego. Okay? America's finest, you know, Philadelphia's finest is all at this big extravaganza, and this is who you think you should be showing up with to keep people's face straight when they looking at you. Motherfucker, please. This is about erotic abundance. Okay? You're not sneaking off in the bathroom to love on the muse of the dance. We're not. Get some soul, get some heart and soul into what you do. Overall energy. Regret. Feelings of regret. We didn't meet soon enough. Challenge. Knight of Pentacles. You regret it's taking so long. Okay? Death of transformation. It's your strength. What are you leaving behind? Why are you leaving your creativity behind? Or the idea of being a housewife. That's what I get from the Empress card. Meaning having it figured out. Why do I have to get married and have kids? That's what that man is doing. I think I'm speaking from his point. You know, leaving behind. I got to impregnate this woman to fulfill her future, secure her, her. God damn. You know, to make her family wealthy. Nah, not today. I just want to be. I just want to fucking be free and be friends. Okay? Potential future. Ooh, it's going to cause some conflict. Somebody's going to be fired off. Somebody's going to fire off at you once you do that. For real. Somebody's going to fire off. Okay? Wait a minute. I did this wrong. This is what you should be leaving behind. The matters of opinions. I mean, that's in the past, but what you should be focused on is yourself. You're under spiritual protection too. Okay? Against the harshness and reality, the conformists in society. They're the real monsters. The angry and caged and venomous monsters, okay? How you feel about yourself? And ain't no love like self-love, God's love. Whenever there's a 10, there's an ace. What's the environmental attitude? All these plastic people, these masks, they look like this when they really feel like this. What's the hopes and fears? Reciprocity. You deserve to be accepted just like they would accept this person. They don't give a damn about her character, but they would accept her based off her appearance. Okay? As opposed to this. I love y'all. Let me just tell y'all that right now. I love everybody, you know, but yeah, we gotta stop doing this shit. Okay? There's no climax in that. No, the future. Inner peace, tranquil. You no longer care about who accepts you. You're a rock star. Once you find your way into your inner peace and happiness, moving to calmer waters, traveling overseas, traveling abroad, traveling to Paris, like Josephine Baker did. Is this a repeating theme? She went to Paris and blew up, like a few other entertainers. That's exactly what she's going to do. And guess who's going to be in love with her? That's exactly when she comes into her own. Haha. Okay? That's exactly when she's going to come into her own. King of Swords on the bottom. That's her husband. That's that man making that decision, that wise, you know, strategic, intelligent decision over himself. Let's clarify. Okay? I can balance me and that too. My fun, my love, my earth. I told you they just alike. Okay? They don't have to be just alike, but they are. You know, they come from mirroring experiences. Okay? I don't want to focus on everybody else. I just want to be spiritually ready for what comes to me, for my own pursuit of happiness. This is my own pursuit of happiness. No impaired judgment. So many choices, you know, and then none of them add up to be enough. It's only at a 7. I still need my own happiness, harmonious. 3 cups. 3 cups is happy, harmonious, full of joy, intermingling with people who are drunk on wine half the time. With the 7 of cups is impaired judgment, party drugs all the time. I'm sitting here pretending to be happy with these people, and all they do, you're not even talking to them half the time because they're not there. Their judgment is impaired, and I gotta pick all these people. I take them in the bathroom one at a time and blow their top off. They really blow my top off. Okay, and this is me, the King of Swords. Okay, the Juris Doctor, the judge, the district attorney, the whoever, the mass communicator, the debater. I'm anything. I'm a million different things with no apologies. I'm me. Okay, so if I want to show up like this with this on my arm, we gonna rock the crowd like nobody's business. It's like, who has time for this? If she just so happened to end up being my wife and mother and children, so be it. Because anything beats no character, no contact. I don't like caviar. I like goddamn Philly cheesesteaks and French fries and cheese fries. I know I don't eat it every day because I watch my health as a mature man, because this is a king. This is somebody in their 40s or up. Okay? I like goddamn barbecue pulled sandwiches. I like what I like, and fucking don't like that shit. Okay? He's slow to come to this. The challenge is it takes him a while to get there, you know, but he has to know for himself he's that kind of stallion. Look at this beautiful, built like a brick house, beautiful stallion. This is how he see you. And he's slow to get to you because he still has to, he's a divorcee. He's going to end up being a divorcee. Kings and queens of swords are the divorce couples, okay? But he's going to have to revamp his whole life. And there's nothing wrong with being a wife and a mother, but they don't have no character, and it doesn't resonate from the soul. It was all for my ego. I got to impregnate this woman. First of all, I resent impregnating this woman. I resent the reality that I had to impregnate this woman to secure her family's future. Don't you know that's a full-time job? My family don't ask me for as much as her family do. What the hell? I'm not feeling this shit. So what about his spiritual journey? Let's talk about him. I'm going to pull one card on him. Because he's like, he got something to vent about. Okay? It's like a get away from me. It's real Gemini energy or Virgo energy. Like mass communicators. They both rule Mercury. Mercury, their ruling sign, their ruling planet is Mercury. They're great communicators. You know, this is these two people. Both your north nodes could be Gemini and Virgo. Okay? Your life is Your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, creative accountability. And that's exactly what he's going to do, is take that creative accountability and make his life and shape his life the way he sees fit. All his colleagues and big business partners, well, strategically and logically, I want to make sure I'm well off enough where I can afford to make a move like that where it don't shoot me in the foot, because I want to afford this life with her. She may end up being like this. She may not. I don't know. I'm leaving this in the past, though. This is in the past position. The Empress. This could be a controlling mother that persuaded him to fulfill her life's visions, because she grew up in a different era, so she had to be the housewife, but she was such an artist and very creative. Look at this woman. Where do you think he gets it from? She respects that he's attracted to somebody like this, because she's like that. The apple don't fall far from the tree, but she couldn't live vicariously in that era the way that she wanted to. She was held back by fear, or just held back by a husband, a house, and children. Okay, she was the housewife. So what did she do? She creatively made her dreams come through by living vicariously through her children. Now her children is ready to branch out on their own and make their own life a creative campus now. And they're meeting people that are a lot like that as well. So this resonates more with not the wife and children, because I don't want to make it sound like somebody's abandoning a wife and children. That's not the case at all. But if you're not happy, you do what you have to do, because you have to realize, what kind of example am I setting for my children? Spoken as a divorced person myself. I didn't care about the public scrutiny that came with wanting to get a divorce, because priorities change for a woman, and somebody wanted me to live like they did in the 1950s, okay, and be quiet and do nothing outside of managing a house and a bunch of children, which are beautiful things, by the way. But if I did not creatively, it just lowers your vibration in a way where you could have already been on a track where you're creatively designing your life the way you want it, and you made a decision to get married thinking it would be okay. Sometimes you get catfished into believing that you can have a balance of both. And sometimes people lie, and they lie in front of God, and they turn out to be a person with a mask on their face, like the Seven of Swords, like I just showed you. So what I'm going to tell you is, if you're not happy, your children are not going to be happy. So you got to be brave and set that example and walk to the beat of your own drum, okay? And that's who exactly I resonate with this card, because that's exactly what I did. And yes, I am a mother, and I'm also creative. I have creative endeavors. This isn't the only thing that I do. And I also used to be married. That's how I got the children, okay? So you can have it all. Sometimes you don't have it all at once, but I tell you one thing, I don't let nobody tell me who I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do. I get up and I do it. And that's a balance of masculine and feminine energy, with that Empress operating from the King of Swords, if you want to put it like that. Yes, this is my life. Only I'm going to live it, and only I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to make it too much about me. But this particular message hit home, because I wasn't about to cry over no spilled milk, knowing damn well staying in a marriage that ain't gonna work, because I'm the rock star. I'm the star. Okay, my kids know I'm the star. My kids is a star. You dig? And they're just gonna have to get the fuck over it. That's the environmental attitude. They gonna have to get over it. Paint that smile back on your face. It's inauthentic anyway. Okay, because this is your energy. 10 of Cups. Ain't nothing like self-love. Self-love and God's love. Okay, and your children's love, because they're going to see you as the Superman anyway, because you stood up for the family. You stood up for your family, and they're going to be jealous. Peanut butter and motherfucking jealous, baby. They always are, because they don't have your heart, and they saw you even if you didn't see you correctly in your highest potential. You knew you know your talents and abilities, but may have been a little stricken by way of not wanting to rock the boat. But there's no point in fighting fire with fire behind the scenes of, you boisterous, you're going to speak your mind, if you're not going to follow through with action. And that was the pivotal point. I had to come to terms with that myself. And I got up and made the change and never looked back. There's nothing wrong with marriage. Marriage is beautiful when it's done in a healthy fashion and it's done correctly. I have to take my own accountability for the part that I played, okay? And thinking that that would be okay. Period. And children coming out of that. That's the hardest part about divorce is the children. If there's children, they're going to be the ones that struggle the most through it. And you have to be at your A game to make sure you can nurse these kids back to health. And you have to know that as long as mommy's happy, the babies are going to be happy. Daddy's happy, the baby's going to be happy. More often you get a happy parent and a frustrated parent because they can't control the narrative. Well, that sounds like a them problem, right? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.